All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're out in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
It's going to actually be a special episode. It's just going to be me today hosting, but we got a special guest, Arizona native, fighting out here, good guy, does a lot of stuff in the community from what I've been seeing over the time that I've been looking at, anticipating this interview. So it's going to be great to talk to him. Let's go ahead and bring him on. Austin, what's going on with you, man? How you doing today?
Man? Doing good. How about yourself, brother?
Oh, man, can't complain. I've been waiting to get you on here. We've been anticipating this interview here. So it's good to talk to you.
For sure.
But let's jump in. We'll start off real quick because I see the name on there. I've been hearing the rings, STARKILLER. Can you tell me kind of where that came from and what that represents for you? Yeah,
so my first nickname ever was the Assassin, and I got that. I got that as an amateur. An announcer actually gave it to me because I came to Arizona and I started beating all the hometown people, right? So he's all, "Oh, you're like an assassin out here." But man, everybody got that nickname, the Assassin, or like the Silent Assassin, or the baby face assassin, whatever it be.
It just didn't give you that original feeling.
Yeah, I like it was cool. I liked the meaning behind why he gave it to me, but it wasn't like as fitting. But so like I'm a big Star Wars geek.
Okay.
STARKILLER in the Star Wars universe, he's basically a weapon that just destroys things, just kills everybody. So my coach, who's another Star Wars geek, his name's Sadiq Daniels, he gave me the nickname STARKILLER. Kind of fits with it, and I've just took it and ran with it. Okay. So since then, I've gotten more stars to kill, and it's been going well.
Definitely more stars to kill. We'll get into your last couple of fights here in a minute. I was actually at the one in October here, the Rough Nation one. So, dope. Let's go back. I mean, how did it all start? I mean, did you start at a young age? What really got you into fighting? Because you got to really love the sport of fighting. It's not like football. It's not like basketball. You're strenuous training. You train for 3-4 months for a fight, and you're giving up. There's so much sacrificing going along. So you really got to love the sport. So what pushed you into that direction of getting into combat sports in general?
So when I was young, like about 16, my dad used to ref MMA fights. He was a ref and a judge. He was certified under Big John McCarthy's course.
Oh, dope.
So
nice.
That kind of gave me like my first look at like actual seeing an MMA fight in person. You know what I mean? And from there, like by the end of my 16th year, I was actually an inspector for Camo MMA, which is California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts. So that means I was like able to look at the hand wraps, sign them off. I was walking fighters out as a kid. You know what I mean? So like I was able to get that exposure at a young age. And it kind of just like made me fall in love with it. At the same time, I was doing jiu-jitsu about 16. And since then, I've just kind of been at it and I fell in love with it. Like you said, you can't not be in love with it because it's not the biggest pay. You can't do it for money. You got to do it because you love it.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll probably get into that part there too. But I heard you say a couple times that, you came to Arizona, you're out in Cali. Is that where you're from? Are you from California?
Yeah. I was born in Texas, but raised in Cali.
Okay. Where at exactly? You SoCal, NorCal, NorCal?
SoCal, San Diego, California, El Cajon, the box. Shout out.
Hey, I'm a SoCal guy. I was born in Southern California myself and came
dope.
on out here. So what brought you to Arizona?
So I ended up from Cali. I moved to New Mexico.
Okay.
I moved to New Mexico for the oil field, like working out there and stuff. It was cool, but like in my head, my dream was always fighting. You know what I mean? Like making money in the oil field's dope, but I could always do that later. You know,
Yeah, you
so
gotta go bang heads.
I had some family in Phoenix, and I know there's a lot of badass gyms out there, so I moved my ass down here, and
boom. And out here ever since, right?
Yes, sir.
So when did you wrestle in high school? Did you do any of that?
So I wrestled my freshman year.
Okay.
Honestly, I wish I wrestled more, but after freshman year, I found jiu-jitsu, and I didn't go back to wrestling. I just kind of stayed with the jiu-jitsu stuff.
You can't be mad at that, though. You can't be mad at that.
It served me well so far.
So, when how many amateur fights did you have in total?
So total MMA amateur fights, I had 12.
Okay.
I had a 50-50 record, so it ain't not the best, but I had a lot of experience, right? Most of my fights were at like 185, 170. Most of my fights, I was in the oil field working, so I wasn't really training how I should be. You know what I mean? I was just kind of taking fights on the fly, doing stupid stuff, not having a real team behind me, but now I kind of have everything in order, so
growing
it's going better for sure.
Everything's grown a lot, kind of came together.
Definitely. But if you like count Muay Thai too, I probably had over 30 amateur fights.
Okay. 30 altogether. When was your first professional fight?
My first pro fight was the date. Let's see. I want to say like 2019.
Okay.
It was for Iron Boy here in Phoenix. I fought John Long, and I won an arm bar in about a minute.
Now that arm bar, you've been doing that. That's been your thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, dude, I don't want it every time. It's just
they just give it to you, right?
Yeah, it just comes. It just comes.
So you said Iron Boy. I know in October, like I said, I was at the Rough Nation, and then this last one, which was another victory, and it was by what again?
Arm bar.
Arm bars. I mean, they just give it to you.
Last three.
They just give it to you, man. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. They're sticking their arm out there. They should be watching film. You know, they should be.
There's levels to it, man. There's levels to it. Like, I feel like wrestlers, they're a little bit hard-headed, meaning like they feel like, okay, he armbarred that dude, but he ain't gonna armbar me. You know what I mean? And every single person in their interviews, they say the same thing. You know, he ain't gonna armbar me. He ain't gonna armbar me. Well, I'm gonna armbar you.
At this point, I think that they shouldn't even mention it. They should just stay away from mentioning it because
they should just know about it.
Right. Just keep it locked. It's there. We know it's there, but you keep mentioning it. It's like you just breathe it into society. So
exactly.
You talk it into existence there.
Yeah, like he's not gonna armbar me. And as soon as we hit the ground, they're thinking armbar, and I am too. So.
Hey, but yeah, no, the last one was pretty quick, and even the rough, the one of the Rough Nation, what was that? 45 was that?
Yeah, 45? I think it was like Rough Nation 45 or 46, something like that.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Nice little quick.
It was really good one. It was a really good one. That whole fight card was really good. Derek Frieda was on that one. Yourself, Barrero was on that one as well. So it was a really good one. And me myself, I'm a big guy of Arizona. I'm Arizona sports everything. So I got my Cardinals, got my Suns, and then I love my Arizona Fighters. So I'm always trying to get out there and support.
The upcoming Rough?
I haven't decided. I might be in Mississippi. We're doing the Kickoff Classic. So a lot of HBCUs are down there. Dion's gonna be down there. So we might be down there, but if not, I will definitely be making another appearance in there.
Hell yeah, I'll be there for sure. We got a couple fighters from our gym.
Good. Who's fighting over there this time around?
So we got my boy Patrick Quick, and then we got my boy Enrique. He's making his debut at 155. He's fighting someone from the lab, but he's kind of like a secret weapon right now. So I'm excited for him.
Yeah, nice. Tell me more about your gym, because I know I was talking to your guy over there. He's actually one that hooked us up. Tell me a little bit about the gym. Tell them people where they can find it. Those type of things as well.
So I'm fighting out at Baker's MMA, and I do my jiu-jitsu out of Blue Star Grappling. Baker's MMA, I teach jiu-jitsu at, and that's where like our fight team is. Glenn Baker's the owner of that gym. He's real cool dude, real humble, down to earth. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? Basically, he started up in his garage, like in the middle of the pandemic, just trying to like make some money, right? And he ended up getting like 20 people in his garage at a time. He's like, man, if I started a gym, do you guys join? They're like, yeah. And then now we got classes filled. We got a cage room. We got a bag room. We got a weight room. We got another mat room. It's a huge facility. It's badass, man. But
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
we're over in Surprise, kind of off a Dysart Grand area.
Nice. Grew up over in that area during the high school days, so I know exactly
nice.
I see that, he does a lot for the kids over there. There's a lot of programs that the kids are in and out of there. And even you yourself, I've been noticing on your feeds here and there that you do a lot for the community. I've seen you helping out with training with kids as well. I mean, it's really good to see and to get that exposure out there that, because you had that, UFC's kind of helped with it, but you had that kind of that cliche with the fighters being the fighters who they are and just scary things of that nature. So it's good to see that out there, get inside the community, help out with kids and all that good stuff.
At the end of the day, man, that's what it's about. Like, it's cool to be tough and like, oh, I fight and beat people up, but at the same time, man, like the skills that I have, the fact that I'm able to like pay it forward, that's what means the most. You know what I mean?
Goes a long way. Now, I do want to get into a little bit more of kind of like the business side of the sport right now, because there's a lot, going on with UFC, with Dana. He's taking a lot of heat. And then you got Bellator, who's also kind of in that same kind of light and position, and they're doing a little bit more. They haven't been around as long as UFC and got the same type of bag necessarily as they do. So, and you said it yourself, it's not a sport necessarily where there's this huge bag of money waiting for all the fighters. You gotta be at the tip top, of it. And even then, even at the tip top, we're seeing it with Ngannou, having his issues still.
Yeah. I mean, like, Ngannou's getting paid decent money for sure. Like,
right.
But compared to other athletes, I feel like we have the most dangerous job out of any athlete in the world. Like,
agreed.
Honestly, we could go in there and not come back.
Right.
These other people are just throwing a ball around and, like, you know what I mean? They're just playing outside.
Right. And not to take anything away from them, because that's not what you're trying to do at all.
It's
but
awesome what they do, but like at the same time, it's a risk reward.
Correct.
You got to kind of factor that in, and I feel like as far as entertainment value, at least lately, I feel like MMA's been skyrocketing as far as what people want to watch.
Correct.
So I feel like in time that money will. I hope, unless I don't know that they'll just keep keeping it for themselves. But I feel like in time that money should be coming out to us.
Well, and let's kind of shift gears and talk about, focus a little bit on the UFC side. I mean, I can understand the first few years of business. You came in, you had to build this thing, but now with what you guys are putting forward, the business relies on you, and the splits should be way higher. And that's definitely something that they definitely needed to attack. I mean, especially Bellator has shown a little bit of model. Is it the greatest? No, it can still be improved. But the model they've put intact for the fighters is a way better platform than what it is over there. And that's definitely something they need to improve on.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's weird that the pay is sometimes higher in Bellator or even like the PFL than it is in the UFC. Like, if the UFC wants to be the pinnacle at the top, they should be paying them people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
definitely.
At the same time, it's hard because like even those people getting paid big money, like for example, Kayla Harrison, she's getting paid more than the UFC would pay her in the PFL, but she's never going to be known as one of those greats because she's not in the UFC. You know what I mean?
And that's the flip side of it, like you said, because now she is in Bellator. Yes, per purse, she's getting paid more.
Yeah.
But that marketing side that they do get the opportunity to have on the flip side with the UFC is, so it's kind of a give take situation there.
Yeah, and UFC knows that,
and that's why they're working that angle. That's why they're able to work that angle the way they are.
Like honestly, if I was offered like Bellator, super high bucks, or UFC, I'm probably gonna take UFC just because I want that top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it puts that stamp on you. Yeah, that certification, so to speak. So, looking forward for the STARKILLER, what do we have to look forward to? What's in the works? What's the look ahead for you? What's next?
So right now, I'm looking. I mean, we're in talks with LFA all the time. My next fight will most likely be with them, but we'll see. I'm in talks with a couple managers. It's another part of the fight game that's like, it's an iffy one. You know what I mean?
It's a wave to ride. It's definitely a wave to ride. You got to grab your surfboard for that one.
Exactly. So like, I could be getting the connections, or maybe it's someone who just wants to take advantage of me. You never know. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But, so like, I'm not rushing into the decision. I'm guessing my next fight will be around May, something like that.
May. Well, that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you do sign, you get a date set up, you let us know. We'll get you back on the show.
Hell yeah.
And ASAP Sports is always rocking with you. So let everybody know, if they're looking for the best sports around, it's right here. And it's Arizona grown, so they got to catch on with us. For sure.
We got to go together.
Definitely. But I'm going to make my way down there to Baker's Gym here soon.
Hell yeah.
Been heck of busy, but I'm going to make my way down there. And
you going to take my class or what?
See, now listen, man. I've been sitting down for a while. I don't know if I'm in shape for that. I'm going to have to go run a couple laps and get in shape.
Be all right. You'll be all right.
Growing up.
It'll be nice to you. It'll be good. I'll put you with the kids.
Now I got some kids that could run into those classes that take my place.
There you go.
But no, I'm gonna definitely come down there and shoot the shits with you guys and definitely have a good time. And as soon as you mark your neck, when you ink your next one, I'm gonna come to that too.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Austin, was my pleasure. I appreciate you giving me the time. It's late. Third time's the charm, right?
Hell yeah, third time's the charm for sure.
Definitely. Well, we're gonna have some more, man. We're gonna have some more here soon, and I'll keep in touch with you.
Sounds good, brother. I appreciate you.
No problem.
You have a good one, man.
You too.
Take it easy.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Till next time, another episode of Throwing Hands, and again, ASAP Sports, y'all. Find us, follow us, YouTube, watch us on TIKILIVE, and all the other platforms as well. We appreciate your time.
My name is Jay Soggs, a sports fanatic and buff nerd.
And I'm Big Game James, former NFL defensive lineman.
And we want you to join the conversation on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Chop Shop, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. on Big Game Sports Buzz on the ASAP Network.
Hey, a lot of people do sports podcasts, but we do it big. Remember to catch the Chop Shop on Tuesdays and Big Game Sports Buzz on Thursdays on the ASAP Network.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. We talking the game, get you through the days. We're out in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.